Well, hello folks, I redid the haversack, so this is kind of a part two of where I got my haversack. It's completely changed. So I'll get you down here and we can take a look. Alright, so here we go. First of all, I stood out the tape. There's a little bit of cordage. I got more. I should have something to fit the cordage in. That I should have. This is just a towel, and this towel, I have scissors. I also have soap. I know this spot's get cleaned up at, so that's what we do. So right here like this, don't have to be really neat, but I try. There's that. Inside here, and I got a video that's going to be coming up to what this is. This was that luncheon meat stuff that came in a container like this, but now I charged stuff in, so I got charred punk wood in here. And I have a video coming up on that. An apple. Spare batteries. Rubber bands I was looking for. And a gauntlet. I also have this. Hooks on my belt. If I'm foraging or something like that, I can just do this. And hooks right on my belt, and I just put stuff in there as I go. Put it back up here. When I'm in town, I don't keep much on my belt. If I wasn't in town, I'd keep this on my belt. Something to charge phone with if need be. I have these raw fire starters right here. With that wood and these little plugs, you break them open, and it's almost like a cotton ball. I don't know what to say about it. I'll show you. This is the fat wood. Here's what I'm talking about. You break these open, and it's almost like there's a tampon thing in there. I'll go ahead and open this one, and then put it back in this plastic anyways. But that should catch a spark. Now you're going to ask, what do I catch a spark with? I actually have a video about that, but we'll go ahead and fit in this video because it's going to be my video I'm about to upload when I'm done making this one. I have this. A friend of mine gave this to me. It's from Wazoo. I prefer a bigger ferro rod over this thing. But here we go. Forgive the background. I was in the park. But yes, not the easiest thing to use. It's real short. And forgive me while I dropped the phone. There we go. And apparently it's not going to work. This is not really my favorite thing to use, but I was using it this morning. There we go. That's how they're not. There we go. Just gotta hold this right to get it. There we go. That's how that works. Just put it around my neck, and there we go. I'd prefer a bigger ferro rod, to be honest with you. We have wire filtration. There's a Sawyer and some from the Red Cross, and this thing here, syringe, I guess I would call it, to flush that way. I do keep a little bit of food in here, the apple and the tuna. Like I said, forgive the noise. I do have a multi-tool. Usually you don't need pliers in the woods, but being I'm kind of in the woods and town at the same time here. I'm basically a boo-boo kit. They're already not a full-scale first aid kit, but I got little fingernail clippers in there, band-aids, alcohol rubs, that type of stuff. We got a spoon and a towel here. That's so I can eat. Towel can be used for whatever. And I believe it's 100% cotton, so it means I can char it if need be. I have a hat for my head. And I have this metal container. I can boil water in it. Then use it for coffee. Make coffee with it. But you can boil water, cook, and all that good stuff. As you can see, it's well used. It's titanium. I probably ought to scrub this stuff off here. There comes this bell handle. And these handles here. Used it this morning to make coffee. And it'll fit this right back in here. Don't have to struggle too much to get in there or out. Not really one that likes to fight with things, so I don't. Back in there. There we go. There we go. It's simple enough. Looks like I washed the lid sometime. There we go. Bell handle kind of got caught up in there. We have gloves for the times I do get to work. Now this is part of my shelter system. I have these emergency thermal blankets, and I got 2 of them in here. I actually have more in my backpack, but I got 2 of them with me. And you guys pretty much know how to use those. I have, I believe, 4 of these, or I should find out. 2, 3. I have 4th, I don't. Alright, so I'd have to make one. 3 of these tent stakes. I may have bent one, who knows. They're kind of the cheap ones that came with the tent. I keep my haversack. Go for that. A ridge line. Rain punch, I can wear it or set shelter up with it. Multifunctional. Bug spray in case I got the real bug area, which wasn't too long ago that I actually had to use this stuff. And there we go. More cordage, nothing major, just something I found on the ground. And it's kind of like the cordage that I set down somewhere, so found it on the ground, picked it up. Use that possum mentality. My belt knife. Now I'm in town, so I'm not going to wear this thing on my belt. People are so damn paranoid, so I just keep my haversack. And then we have my saw. And again, I just keep it down my haversack here. And of course the haversack, which I've done, showed you guys that, so we won't go on about it. And I do have my hat if I want to wear it attached to the haversack. Today I'm not wearing it, so it's attached. Your plastic water bottle. I have a couple here. And another one filled with water. I need to refill those 2, and the one behind you needs to be kind of refilled. It all fits in there great. That's how we do it, folks. I'm out. I'll see you guys on the next one.